Okay everybody, this is Ross. In today's video, we are going to be doing a harvest of our arugula. And this is actually our second harvest of the year. We did a harvest about 11 days ago. Today is the 12th of April. And on the 1st of April, I did my first harvest. You can almost distinctly tell we did half of the bed, because this is a bit more sparse and this is a bit more full over here. We did a harvest of half of it, and the other half of it I decided to save for a later date. And now that I'm out of arugula, I'm running low now, it's time to come in here and basically cut back the other half of this bed. And the reason we do this is because we do a cut and come again style of harvesting this. It's just really simple this way for someone in a backyard setting. And what's nice is that we can cut this all back to a certain height and it'll just resprout. As you can tell, this looks really vigorous and healthy, even compared to this over here, which we have not touched. Now, this is only 40 days since I've planted the seeds here, because today's the 12th, as I mentioned. On the 1st of March, I planted these seeds, and we did videos. We did 3 different videos, actually, guys. One where we went over to the persimmon tree, we got some extra soil and filled in this raised bed and try to get ourselves some soil from different parts of the yard. Then we did a separate video on the bed prep, actually compressing this down a bit and getting ourselves a firm seed bed, talking about the soil, amending the soil, adding in some fertilizer and different things like that. Then we actually came in here and did a 3rd video on seeding this, and this all really took place on March 1st. So because arugula is such a quick crop, and also because I have this mesh really helps warm the plants, but specifically it really is warming the soil. And that really is key when we seed these plants, because we need to have that higher soil temperature to get better germination. March 1st is really quite cool. It's quite cold, so anything we can do to help raise the temperatures here is really making these plants perform like rock stars. So that's what we did. We put the mesh over it. It warmed the soil, everything grew like gangbusters, and here we are 40 days later to do our second harvest. And I'm sure my buddy Dom right now is viewing this video in a bit of jealousy, but he's got his own land now and he can be doing this himself. So shout out to Dom. But we're just coming in here, as I sort of mentioned, and we're doing a cut and come again style, where I'm really just cutting this off at a certain height, not even really getting fancy with it. What you don't want to do here is cut off the stem of the lettuce plants or the arugula plants or whatever it is that you're doing, because you want to continue to let it grow. We're just cutting it back, and then it's going to resprout just like this half of it over here has done. And what this is doing is actually a couple things. It's going to regrow for multiple cuts this year. But what is really nice about this is that the arugula doesn't like warmer temperatures, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys know that by now, but it also flowers quite early. So if we can actually cut these back and keep cutting them, it delays that flowering date. And actually we have a longer extended season of arugula. So I think it's a no-brainer. It's just something we want to do, and I'm going to be doing this probably every 2 weeks at the minimum. And yeah, we're just coming in here, giving ourselves a harvest of arugula. And I'm telling you, there is very few garden vegetables at this time of the year that are better than this. And look how much I've already got. Pretty much a full basket. This will last me so long. How many salads are in here? Quite a bit. And I haven't even done, I probably did about 1/3 of what I'm going to harvest. So yeah. And then we also have over here on the other side of the bed, I don't know if you guys can see this in the camera, we have ourselves sugar snap peas. And what I'm doing is actually harvesting these peas for the shoots. And you just snap them off with your thumb. And what this does is keep the plants obviously in check, which is pretty deep. It's, you know, it's not really that important, but it's something. And you can snap these off here, and they taste just like the sugar snap pea. They're extremely sweet, and they're also quite crisp. They add some nice texture. You can almost use them as like a microgreen. And believe it or not, they're flowering, some of them. Also, our sugar snap peas that we have in the cold frame are flowering. So very soon, I'm actually going to have myself some sugar snap peas. They don't take very long after flowering to ripen. But yeah, I mean, this is just so simple, guys. I think everybody should try this. You got to grow some peas. You got to grow some arugula. And I hope you guys can go back and check out the other videos that we did setting this whole process up, because if you get this right from the beginning, it really just makes the whole thing so easy. All we have to do now at this point is worry about the timing of everything. Everything needs to be set up right from the beginning. That's so important. And like I said, it just becomes so simple after that. No more grocery store. You only need a little bit of land, and look how much arugula I'm getting. This is way more than I can eat. I have enough here for my entire family, 4 different people, to be eating arugula just in a 9 square foot area. So thank you guys here for watching this one. Check us out on Fig Boss, Facebook and Instagram. See you guys for tomorrow's video, all right? Take care.